What's up? It's Thurston. So it's been 158 consecutive days now of me tweeting Battlefield with what I thought was a simple question. Hey Battlefield, what's the deal with platoons? It dawned on me 7 months ago, long after Battlefield had stated their production of the so-called love letter to the community. I wondered, is there going to be any implementation of platoons? And with extensive research on the internet and asking on the forum, I couldn't find any information. So I decided to resort to Twitter on asking a question on whether there's any discussion on if we're getting platoons in Battlefield 2042. My first tweet was on December 23rd, and I am now 158 days into asking the same question. Now, many of you may be saying, who cares about platoons when there's so many other issues with the game, whether it be bugs or basic functionality and design? I completely agree with all that as well. However, the main purpose of me tweeting this every day is to bring more attention to the basic community members being ignored. I'm not the only one that has posted and has similar questions about what Battlefield is doing for the actual community. Granted, I understand that Battlefield is hard at work fixing many issues that I personally feel should not have even been present at the time of release. However, there's nothing we can do about that now. We can only look forward and hope for better results in the future. But like I said, there are what I'd assume thousands of platoons with thousands of members that have built groups and communities solely devoted to being active members and players of Battlefield games, and this is where the problem lies. If Battlefield's wanting to retain a player base and have active participators, they truly need to provide the community with a source in which that can be achieved. It saddens me deeply to watch what was once a widely supported tweet now slowly dwindle into less and less attention every day. Why this is happening, I can only speculate. Could it be that Battlefield is losing more and more players every day due to zero communication from the producers? Could it be that what we thought we were being sold is now being framed into what seems like a lackluster minimal production? Or is it the non-existent roadmap with one new map being added to the game sometime in June? Or perhaps it's in fact the ones who are long-term supporters of this franchise feel like they're being ignored and aren't being provided the proper tools to keep their communities going. Now, I'm not saying we need to light torches and call out specific community members or devs, hold them under the spotlight and interrogate them. We really all need to remember that we're in this together, and as much as it sucks to be in the situation that we are, I would prefer for us to band together. I completely understand that it's very difficult for the dev team, who I would assume and truly hope are working as hard as they can in order to rectify this situation. It's hard for everyone. It's hard on both sides. Those die-hard Battlefield fans that are feeling betrayed, like they're not being listened to, and to the devs that are constantly being scrutinized for the state of the game that it's in. I don't condone attacking people on a personal level. Being rude or abusive, none of that is called for and should not happen. I personally was hurt by the countless number of people that have blocked me for my simple actions. Just asking a tweet to a dev team, trying to get a simple answer to a simple question, or for just sharing my opinions on what is a broken game, which I have stated many times in the past and have also provided video evidence of the issues that are arising. But I can state myself in a mature fashion, and when somebody at EA wants to discuss the current situation, we can do that as adults. Because really, in the end, I think everybody's just wanting a proper functioning, extremely successful iteration of the Battlefield franchise. And there's no reason for anybody to be rude. We're all in this together. Now, I completely understand that the devs are limited in what they can say, and I respect that, but I don't necessarily agree with it. For instance, I was asked today, what if I was told what I want to know and it gets delayed? The simple answer is just tell me. I can easily deal with delays and honestly would prefer things to be delayed to ensure that they are being delivered to the community as a functioning product. It is far more damaging for your game and the community that supports it to not say anything, just release a product that is fundamentally broken. Consumers are going to have a far more difficult time trying to play a game that doesn't work properly and causes great frustration every time they play it than they are having to wait for something that works. At this point, I would honestly settle for a sincere statement that things that are being added to the game are either on the table or off the table. Then there's not months of waiting, being hopeful. The silence is honestly killing us and the game. But I would like to thank DICE for the years of enjoyment and frustration that I've had with their games. I truly hope that the community in large is being listened to and that everything is being done to try and implement what we need to enjoy your game. And thank you everybody for taking your time to watch this vid. Would love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on the subject. Feel free to drop a like or sub or do nothing at all. I appreciate you all, and I will hopefully see you on the battlefield. I am the Thurston 13, and I am out!